This video will look at the AQA A-Level Business 9-mark question and give you tips on how to structure it. In addition to that, wait for it, there will be an example towards the end of the video. There is more than one way to answer a 9-marker. However, this way is a straightforward way, an easy way to gain full marks. So do stay on to the end of the video. If you'd like a free revision checklist which covers all of the topics on your AQA A-Level Business course, then do click on the link in the description box to access it. There are more AQA videos to come, so please do like the video and subscribe so you're notified when they are released. 9-mark questions have the command word analyze. Here are some examples of 9-mark questions from paper 1. Analyze why non-profit organizations set financial objectives. Another one for paper 1. A business decides to increase the price of a product in order to improve its profit. Analyze how the success of this decision is affected by the product's price elasticity of demand. Now on to a paper 2 question. Analyze how the ownership structure of Bell Limited might have contributed to the success of its strategic decision making. Now the paper 2 question is linked to an insert, so you will have an insert where you need to make sure that your answer links to the context. Let's take a look at some tips. Now this is a way that we could look at structuring our 9-marker. Paragraph 1. Make your point. Show a range of knowledge and understanding of issues in the question. Add 3 connective points to use in words such as because and leads to and as a result, which show your answer is also applied to the context. And the same for paragraph 2. So I would have 2 separate paragraphs. Read all parts of the question. Make sure you highlight key areas in the question so it allows you to focus on that whilst you're answering it. A definition is not required for the 9 markers. Ensure you include a logical chain of analysis in both paragraphs for your 9 marker. Your answer should be well developed. Show a depth of knowledge. Ensure you know the topic really well, the topic or topics really well. Apply your answer effectively to the context. So that's the case study, the insert, or the data that's given, or it could be a couple of sentences. Ensure that you apply your answer to the context there. And use the wording in the question, so if it makes reference to impact or effects, that you're also doing so within your answer. And link your answers back to the question. Focus on the effect and focus on the consequence. It's very important as well. Do not waste time trying to evaluate. There's no need to. Do not include a conclusion. That is not required for your 9-mark questions. On to our question, and it's a paper 1 question. Analyze the implications of these changes for Wilson PLC's cash levels. So we have a table before us. It says the table below shows the changes in the 2 efficiency ratios for Wilson PLC 2018 to 2019. So you've got some information in there with receivable days in 2018 and 2019, as well as payable days. You can pause the video now if you'd like and give this question a go. One implication of the increase in the receivable days is that it will worsen the cash levels for Wilson PLC. The data shows that the receivable days in 2018 were 30 days and in 2019 they increased by 15 days. This indicates that Wilson PLC may have issues in collecting money owed to them from their debtors. This means that they are receiving cash from their customers now at 45 days instead of 30 days in 2018, which may lead to their cash levels worsening. Similarly, the change in receivable days from 2018 to 2019 by 15 days is much greater than the change in payable days from 2018 to 2019, which only increased by 5 days, which alludes to possible liquidity issues within Wilson PLC as their cash levels are low. This is our first paragraph and we are linking our wording to the question as well. The question states analyze the implications and the first sentence is one implication. So we're getting straight to it. You can see that There are links to context throughout, making reference to the receivable days and the payable days and so forth, and the specific years. So very much linking to the context that was given in the data, and showing good knowledge about receivable days and payable days. Another implication of the change in payable days from 38 days in 2018 to 43 days in 2019 means that now there will be slower payments to suppliers. This means that Wilson plc are holding onto cash longer before they're paying their creditors. This means that the business will have excess cash on hand, which would improve cash levels for the business. The increased cash would mean that Wilson plc would have improved working capital. In addition, delay in payments could worsen the relationship between Wilson plc and their suppliers. The suppliers may refuse to supply goods if their payments are being delayed. This could lead to potential problems for the business that need the revenue from sales of goods, and this could overall worsen cash levels. As you can see, there's two separate paragraphs showing good knowledge throughout, analysis throughout, and also linking to the data, which is very important. Thank you for watching this video. The next two videos that will appear on the screen is what YouTube thinks you should watch next.